It's 11:26 my time. What time is your time? It's June 23rd, 2025. I was about to say 1995, so that can be significant for somebody when your flesh was being separated from sin, dissension and jealousies and, wrath, cussing folk out and shit. You could have succumbed to that today. We all go through that. Shoot, I'm a part of the journey too, y'all. I'm a part of the journey too, but somebody was blinded by your light, okay? Your ancestors and your angels irritated this person's demons so much, okay? So I'm hearing it was your instruction to plug into some source energy, some divine energy, and you didn't, okay? Because wherever you were, when you try to plug into that divine energy, when you try to bring glory to somebody's life, when you try to teach people that they are being misled, then whatever, low vibrational entities and demonic entities that they're trying to latch on to you, they, your flesh gives in, but your spirit was telling you no. You live by the power of the spirit, though, is what I'm hearing. And you have been separated from those who are flesh worthy, fornicators, people who idolize everything in the world, okay? It's like a karmic loop, is what I'm hearing that you've been in. A karmic loop. Keep having the same things go on in your life, okay? And it's something that you desire and different for you. 205, I'm seeing on the clock. It's something that you desire and different for yourself. And these creeps then crept into your life, and I'm hearing something about some indecent exposure is what I'm hearing. Okay, some lewd behavior, hatred, but you was mindful of the whispers in the dark, okay? But you tried to stay in the light is what I'm hearing, okay? We all fall short, you know? We all teeter-totter here and there, but if you trying to, leap to this next timeline, okay? A different vibrational energy, you're going to have to keep yours high. You're going to have to vibe high. I don't care where you at, what's going on in your life. It's for a person. It's okay. It's for a person. It's for a purse. It's for a reason. A turnaround. All right. A service that I'm hearing that you are bringing to this new timeline that is okay. People may feel as though you fictitious and you're not the one for the job. Okay. They feel like you have some low vibrational energies and entities attached to you. All right, but you've come up out of your flesh, and it's people who trying to jump start this old part of you. Okay, you've been rebuilt, you've been restored, you've been healed, and there's a lot that's been in the block just to see if you gonna go along with the come ons and shit. All right, you here to teach. You here to teach people things about what it is that you've endured. Okay, whether you are a woman or a man, Jezebel has been trying to latch back on to you, and you quit fucking with that heifer a long time ago. Long time ago. I'm also hearing, when it comes to a lot of your close connections and some folk that you have just come into an acquaintance with, you've been slowed down, okay? And it's because of these unevenly yoked connections, all right? Y'all don't fit. Somebody drinking some orange juice, y'all don't fit, all right? Y'all don't fit, and it's important for you to know what it is that you've been missing when it comes to some details, some important details that you missed because you may have been moving a little bit too fast. You may have been trying to be faithful and not be controlled by your flesh, and kind of like not succumb to the desires of the flesh or the old you, right? But sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, and the Most High let it happen, okay? Let it happen. The Most High, excuse me, let it happen. But I'm hearing you got stripes. I'm hearing you got stripes. You got war wounds, and if it's not physical, war wounds is mental and emotional and spiritual wounds, and you've come up out of that violent nature. You can be disobedient here and there, all right? But your heavenly creator know what you're going to do before you do it. He went there before you went there, and he let you go on down that road so you could see it wasn't the road for you. I'm hearing somebody had an outburst, okay? I know I did. I know I did. I was misled by the enemy too. And then listen, it's these little fickle-minded goof troops who feel as though they can watch these TokTiks and these YouTubes and, do some spell work. And they feel like it's working. And they don't know they didn't open Pandora's box. It's like they playing with Ouija boards. Even if they haven't played with a Ouija board, they playing with some energy that they don't know the meaning of, okay? They was moving too fast and they missed some important details when it came to you. It's also some people who have called these psychic hotlines to get readings about you, boo boo. About you is what the G's is saying. So it's a lot that's going on in your world, I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing something about a Mexican eatery or someone who is Mexican, okay? I just heard Chicano. Chicano. Somebody's a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio energy. Somebody has been made to be silent and to follow the leader. The leader is your heavenly creator, and your heavenly creator already gave you some instructions, okay? You're not sanctified fully, all right? But what I am hearing is that you're being taught a lot about these new people coming into your life, people that you used to deal with and acquaint yourself with, family, day ones, old co-workers or new co-workers. You're being taught another lesson when it comes to these people, okay? You ask Most High, you ask the universe to show you, and you're being shown, okay? Three of Cups energy. You about to be celebrating soon, though. I'm hot, y'all. You about to be celebrating soon, though. You've abstained from a lot, not just sex. You've killed almost every desire in you, okay? Almost every old part of you. And that's because your frequency level and your energy is changing, all right? I'm hearing you don't even like to have the same conversations with people that you held near and dear to your heart, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. But what's up with your kids, okay? Or what's up with your mom and your dad? What's up with that? Okay? Fruit sometimes fall far from the tree. Meaning, just because you came up out of their womb or just because, that conception happened, it's a different beginning in you. It's a new beginning. I'm seeing the numbers 219. So let's see what those are. 219. Those numbers mean a lot to me. So let's see what 219 is, y'all. Refocus. Refocus, baby. Look closer at your career growth. Look closer at your career goals. The time to solidify exactly what you want to do in your career is now. Okay? If it's to stay where you are, double down on professional development. If it's to switch things up, get serious about your job search, okay? Your angels call on you to take decisive action today, all right? And I'm hearing when it comes to you being decisive, it has a lot to do with immoral things and what I said earlier about you plugging into some divine source energy. You can't let nobody take you up off of your pedestal. Your pedestal, you can't come up off your throne, is what the Jesus is saying, because you've been not like you better than nobody or nothing, but you've been placed up here for a reason. All right, it's a power that you hold, and your spiritual team, your ancestors, they've been helping you to separate yourself from people who want to get their grubby hands on you, all right? But people who've been playing in your energy, and like I said about, you know, people watching these TokTiks and these YouTube videos and trying to do spell work, they could have felt like, it took effect, but what it is that it was a part of your blueprint in the first place. And in the second place, they was being used. In the third place, they ain't even no runner-ups when it comes to you. And they about to get yoked. Your ancestors not playing with these people no more, okay? They said it's on. It's on. I'm hearing somebody, been trying to figure out why they're here. What's their life purpose? What's the meaning of life, okay? And I'm also hearing, when it comes to intimacy, it don't necessarily have to be sexual intimacy, but you place the shoe where it fit, okay? Intimate moments, conversations, not just pillow talk, and meaningful conversations, though, all right? Those conversations that you desire, not just about, everyday life, but about the good and the bad, about you not having an evil mindedness, all right, and you being consciously aware about what's going on around you, plugging into this divine source energy, all right, following your intuition. Somebody looking good is what the G said. I'm hearing somebody calling themselves a prophet or a prophetess too, all right? They can be intuitive. They can be highly awakened, okay? Multi-dimensional conversations they be having is what I'm hearing. Somebody need to listen. The consciousness, the conscious awareness of this planet has shifted, all right? There's a lot of people waking up. The alarm, they heard that alarm. They heard that alarm. Touched by their heavenly creator. Look. Looking good, huh? Looking good in the hood is what the G's is saying. Somebody could throw you off too, because it's hot as what? And somebody gonna have on the hood. They are suspect, alright? They could be a little off their rockers, alright? But I feel like when they look at you, this could be a sign for you. It's going to be like a cool wave, all right? A cool wave. They're going to wave at you. You're going to wave at them, all right? Somebody else, some onlookers could be looking at you like, why are you conversing with this person or something? I feel like, whenever this message resonate with you and when you get this message, you're going to be around people who not worshiping how you worship, all right? They're not communing with Most High God, okay? It's a different spirit they communing with. Pay attention is what the G's is saying. So look, Somebody feel like they know everything about you present day and they want some forgiveness. It could be family. It could be somebody who I'm hearing, hey, I'm sweating. It could be somebody I'm hearing, who did something against you. When, operative word, when they was click tight with Jezebel and Belial, okay? This person has been changed by the Most High. I'm hearing somebody has changed their wardrobe as well. I'm hearing somebody could be getting some money here soon too. And that's what they need most is some clothes. And that's what they gonna buy themselves. Clientele. Leo. You could be seeing eights. You could have had a weird idea when it comes to a conversation, alright? Or you could have picked up on somebody's energy and they was feeling violent or they was feeling proud, and prior to crossing your path they was boasting. You were very boastful about you in a negative light, okay? What goes around comes around though. Law. Somebody about to be dealing with the law. And this is somebody who worships idols. This is somebody who idolizes the world, okay? They trying to figure out the meaning of their life right now. It's like it's in shambles, is what I'm hearing. Something about somebody's father too. And some jealousies thereof, alright? Some hatred. Somebody's been very selfish, is what Jesus is saying. Somebody's been very selfish. First time for everything. Be cautious. Somebody already had caution tape around them. Somebody was either committed a crime, alright, or they're involved in one, is what the Jesus is saying. It's a lot that's been complicated though, because somebody creeps you out, their energy creeps you out, okay? And I'm hearing something about a stench and a stint. A stench and a stint. Somebody hasn't been healed. Indecent proposals too, alright? Indecent proposals 1 year from now. Told you they don't believe like you believe. Your faith and their faith is different, and whoever it is that they serving has been of service to them thus far, but they about to be on a shit brick road if they aren't on a shit brick road, experiencing a lot of karma now. Being decisive about your actions, okay? Not just about your career, but these connections, these relationships, and you connecting the dots, all right? What has been invented in your name, all right? Somebody's been very disobedient, is what the Jesus is saying, okay? Very disobedient. What's at the bottom? They want you stuck in a rut. I'm hearing something about rug rats. Somebody can have some gopher rats, flowing through their home. But I'm also hearing, when it comes to somebody's kids. Karmic cycles. Karmic cycles. God dang it. They've been at war with themselves, okay? They have. They've been at war with themselves, and they feel like they done got a piece of information about you to where they'll be able to control whatever desires that you have in your world, okay? So that they can stop them, so that they can curse you. They've been praying against you. Hmm. feel like you've been keeping yourself to yourself because you felt like you was a little bit too click tight with Jezebel and Belial, okay? And your flesh isn't weak anymore. And what I'm hearing is when you lay down at night, you like to have good thoughts about your days and your interactions, okay? 2016, I just saw on the timer, they thought they was going to get away with some shit. But it's something that's about to come real quick for that ass, alright? Real quick for that ass is what the Jesus saying. They not playing. Your ancestors not about to play with this person. You could be the Leo or they the Leo, but your ancestors said they mean war. And y'all know what the heck this goddamn president been doing, okay? It's a karmic cycle too. But I'm hearing when it comes to your inner talents, it's something that's been slow moving for you, all right? But you got to be on the lookout before next year, all right? Your sense of belonging is about to come immediate. But I'm feeling like too, when it comes to people playing in your energy, they want you in this negative state, okay? They want your mind frame, fucked up to be damned. They want you to feel like, your life is in ruins. And the same thing that they want for you is about to happen for them. They've been working their mojo and they've been a little greedy, okay? They've been controlled by these spirits, these low vibrational entities, alright? They've been separated from you, alright? They felt as though too, whatever chant they was doing or whoever it was that they linked up with somebody looking in a crystal ball. Somebody's name could be Crystal, alright? Somebody looking in a crystal ball. They was having a party on your energy, alright? Stealing your energy too is what I'm hearing. Water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I heard somebody dumb as a box of rocks because they ancestors, they spiritual team, and somebody that they clicked tight with told them to leave you alone. Alright? I don't know who this Leo is, but this Leo been standing in the way. Been blocking the door. Been blocking the door. Been trying to block your blessings, boo-boo. Don't come up off your throne because it's about to be some information you're going to receive about your family, okay? And it's just going to make you leave them alone and love them from a distance, okay? Something that somebody been writing multiple times, you know what I'm saying, to try to bind your energy to. What is wrong with people? Look, guess what's wrong with them? You could have got a download, all right? And then I'm hearing, when it comes to some back and forth energy, okay? They didn't know if they wanted to keep on with this charade, these shenanigans, these spiritual shenanigans, or if they wanted to stop, all right? The new moon is the 25th. And July's full moon is either the 10th or the 11th, is what I just heard. But the Most High already got a plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11, I don't know it verbatim, but he know what it is he want for your life, and it's not these low vibrational people. It's some good love. it's your sense of belonging, okay? They want you to come up out of a trick bag, all right? There's something going on up under somebody's roof. This Leo's roof or your roof, all right? Clientele. Somebody been disobedient when it comes to abstaining because the Most High God told them, kind of like put a spiritual chastity belt on them. It was like, no, you can't get the goods away no more. It ain't good. It ain't good. Investments about to flop. Alright? Relationships are crumbling, is what the G's is saying. Somebody a few cans short of a six pack too. Look at this shit. I'm hearing something about the last 2 years, could be the last 2 months, last 2 weeks, last 2 days, alright? Those twos, though, are very significant. They've been trying to disturb your harmony. They did not want you, they didn't want you to balance out nothing in your energy, your life, your finances, your love life, your health, everything. Everything about to fall for them, too, because they being controlled by these beings. And it's something about indecent exposure or indecent proposals or something like that, okay? It is a water sign involved as well, okay? It's a water sign and vibe too. Who've been trying to destroy some immoral thoughts within them. They have. They walking away from the table. Money on the wood make the bet go good. Money out of sight might start a fight. Money coming, something that they've been trying to stop, and it's been some type of altercation, some type of argument, okay? Because now somebody is honoring the connection with you. Look, and somebody jealous. Somebody could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus too. She calls herself a clairvoyant is what I'm hearing. What's up under there? I want to marry you. Somebody feels betrayed. They could be an Aquarius, a Gemini,